You started, because
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is International Red's Fashion Experience, and today my guest is Miss Friday Forever, and the name of the show is Gratitude Part 1. And I'll let my guest say something first because she is my guest. What do you think of gratitude? What are you grateful for, in other words? Are you grateful for anything that you particular, that you are?
of course, I'm thankful for a lot. My kids. I'm
Right.
thankful for my kids. I could go on and on, but this is your show.
I know, but I just want your opinion because, I want to give you a chance to, speak your piece when it comes to gratitude because we got part 1 and part 2. I'm grateful for a lot of things, but I'm more grateful now than I've ever been because I used to take things for granted, and that's why I wanted to do this show because people have a tendency to do that. These shows are therapy to me, and when I do a show, it solidifies the things that might be on my mind, and it came up. The show came up. The title is because I was looking at Tamron Hall. It's a talk show, and Tamron Hall had her guest was Mary J. Blige, and Mary J. Blige's new album title is called Gratitude. And it made me think when she said that because she been through a lot. She been through abuse. She been through where she didn't love herself at one time. She grown so much to where she's at a happy place in her life, and that's the way life is supposed to go. It's supposed to be a cycle to where you get better in life as you advance in life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can count the things that you're grateful for, and you can also appreciate the things that you are grateful for. And what other things are you grateful for now that you've gotten older and you are more mature now?
I'm grateful to having a mom and a dad.
Right.
I wasn't really caring about that as much.
Uh-huh.
But as soon as each one of them died, there's a lot of questions
Yes.
that I think I'm grown up enough
Right.
to want to ask. And
Right. And you realize that they were good parents?
They're not here.
Know what I'm saying? When you were raised coming up,
No,
do you think they were good parents or not? They weren't?
they were. There's no book on parenting. They did. I understand things now.
Well, yeah, every parent picked the parents differently.
Like
But-
food. I mean,
Right.
I go to food banks and get what I can to survive. And
Right.
now I can understand the types of foods that I ate as a kid
Right. It wasn't good for you, was it?
was the same food that I receive in the food bank. So my mom and dad, were getting food bank food. I don't know. I didn't even know that.
Right. Well, I've had a pretty good. When I was raised, my mother and father they were really. I didn't realize it at the time. That's why I said you take things for granted when you're young, coming up, and then when you live life and you be in life and you realize you really had it pretty good next to some other people. When you realize how they were raised and how their life was, and you wonder why they're bitter and why they come the disposition that they have in life, they're not happy as you are because you got to look at the way they were raised. They might have been abused. They might have been molested. They had a lot of different things that they went through when they were coming up.
That's not an excuse. It
No,
might be.
I'm not saying it's an excuse, but I'm saying it's reasons for people to justify reasons why they can say that that their life is miserable, or they it reflects on their attitude toward life. I mean, like me, for instance, my mother was a good mother. She was very good. My father was good. He could provide, and they were good. So it was no excuse for me to go out in the streets and take the fast life when I could have, took and made other choices.
Wait. You say they're good, but alcoholism isn't good.
No, I'm not saying that my father was a weekend alcoholic. He didn't drink like I drank. When I drank, I couldn't put the bottle down. He drank when he got off the ship. When he was on the ship, he didn't drink. When he was doing certain things, he didn't drink. He wasn't like me. When I drank all the time. It took me down. It never took him down. His whole life, he never went to rehab. He never went to...
Where did you learn that behavior?
Where did I learn what behavior?
Drinking alcohol.
I learned that from him. When I was 13, 14 years old, I drank with him.
See?
But I'm saying that I didn't realize at the time, my sister drank, we all drank, my nephews drank, we drank with him. But that was something that we did. Out of all the things that he did, he was a good provider, and I was middle class. I wasn't a poor raised person in the ghetto and all that. I was raised good. Just because he drank, everybody has faults, but he didn't ever abuse my mother. He never hit my mother. He never hit us. He never did nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? He basically hurt himself when he would drink and drive and do things that would be detrimental to himself, and all he would get was a drunk driving or something like that. He was lucky considering that things could have happened worse.
But it was kind of abusive.
How do you figure?
To be drinking, because you came out to be an alcoholic more than him, and
well, it happens.
That's kind of an abuse in a way. Yeah,
but just like you got to find your own way. That's just like I found my way. I've been 28 years clean now from drinking. You have to find your own way. You can't blame your family from what you inherit from them, as far as your genes as being alcoholic. It's just like my daughter. Her mother watches her from drinking because she says she got to be careful because she could drink and not want to stop drinking because she inherited it from your side of the family. From my side of the family, because that's where it came from. And I realized that. So these are things that happen, but you can take control of your life and you don't have to go that way. If you realize as an adult, you can take charge of your life and you don't have to be like them. It's like my sister, she never wanted to do right. When I cleaned my act up, she never cleaned hers up. And she's 84 years old and she still drinks and does all the things and acts a fool and does all the things that's not good because she chooses to do that. But she could have changed. My father didn't have to change because they didn't realize at that time, they didn't know as much about the things that we knew about life now, as we know now. They didn't know as much then. They just accepted it. He accepted drinking, and they didn't realize it was a disease that it was at that time. So they accepted it and went on with it. But the thing I'm saying is, I'm grateful to be able to make the choices and to know where I'm at in life, so I can do what I want to do to determine my life and not complain about it.
Nice.
And do something about it. You understand? That's what I'm grateful for, and that I'm able to make the choices. Not to follow the negative footsteps of like my sister, like my aunties, like my sister. She followed my aunties instead of following her mother. Her mother was my other sister. She's more like my mother, right? She was a good square person. But my other sister, the one she's the one that followed my aunties that were no good. Because they drank, they got with no good men, and so on and so on. Because she thought my mother was square. She called my mother being a square, but that was really being the right way to be, because when I wanted a woman, when I got later on in life, I realized that's the kind of woman I wanted, because the women I had that I had been with, like in the 90s, the second best woman I had, other than the one that I'm with now, was one that my sister hated and had conflict with, and she was a fast girl. And then my queen, the lady I'm with now, is a square. So it's like people cannot like people for whatever reason and whatever problems they have. They don't want to acknowledge the problems they have, so they want to justify complaining about other people being this or being that.
They want to get into other people's business.
Yeah, they want to, complain and say that this and that and all. And it really is, It's not really. It's not looking into to take care of your own business.
Other people like to live through other people
Well, you could say that too.
vicariously.
They can live through other people, and not only that,
Stir up trouble.
they stir up trouble. But not only do they stir up trouble, the point of it is that what they actually do is they don't try to learn who they are and try to understand what they're about. They always want to project on other people, like, they always want to say, get into other people's business and talk about other people and be, and they be jealous. That sometimes they're jealous of the person. You know what I'm saying? And they always want to say, well, they got the easy way and all. No, it's not that they got the easy way. They make it look easy. It's just like me, for instance, the way I handle life. I made it look easy because, but they don't understand. I did time in jail. The 2 or 3 years when I was in jail and I wasn't around them, and I had to deal with things. And then when I got out, then I had to make it on my own. When they didn't want to help me, after my mother had passed away, I had to deal with life on my own. And my sister would always say, "Oh, your mother helped you." No, she didn't help me. My mother didn't have to help me. I was always independent. I was always on my own. I was always gone. It was the thing that people always want to justify that because they don't want to own up to their own life, their own mistakes or whatever they're doing. And then always getting into it with your family members. When you get into it with your family members, I'm not saying you get into it with yours because I don't know. I've never, known a lot of your family members. Just, what you tell me. But the thing about it is that when you get a certain age and you're a grown person, you're a grown up, you have to be independent and you have to, be a person to live on your own. Be independent, live on your own. Live your own life. It's like if you have children, when they get to be adults, 18, 19, 20 years old,
You have to move out.
they have to move out and do what they have to do.
Spread their money.
But it's not necessarily so if a person, say if a person is sick and they have medical needs, you know what I'm saying? Then they need to be around their parents, somebody to look over them, because they may not take their medicine, they may not get the things that they need done. And if they're married and they're on their own, but if their husband or their spouse is not looking up to them, taking care of them, what does that leave you? What does that leave the mother? She's worried about her daughter, her son, right? And is anything wrong with that? No, it's not nothing wrong with her. Because she's supposed to be able to look out for them and probably, they'll probably say, well, you're in my business and you're this and that. And the in-laws or the person they're with is not going to never like you for being involved in their life. But you're supposed to be involved in life because that's your daughter or that's your son, And that's the way it is. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
But it's just like parents are going to not overlook the child. For the child might be, always, leaning on the parent. And when you see that happening, you don't say nothing because you know that the person is kind of using their parent because it's not making them strong when they always lean on their parent and their parent helps them. When there's nothing wrong with them. I'm talking about when they're a regular person. I'm talking about when they're a regular person.
Okay.
Not in your situation, because your situation, your daughter should be leaning on you because she should be going to get her transfusions and different things that need to be done. So you're trying to help her, and then, you're doing what you're doing, what is right, even though people don't give you credit for it because they don't really know what's going on. But I commend you for what you're doing because I've been there through and seen it all from both sides. So it's like you're doing what's right, and they should be grateful for you doing what you're doing. When you worry and you be concerned, you're just doing what's right. But the thing about it is that who's there to look after you? Like here you're looking after them, and here you're the parent, right? You don't have a husband. You're a single parent. You're by yourself. So who do you have to look after you? No, it's like you have to stand on your own. So that's why sometimes when you go to the church or you go to counseling or different things that people go to, you have to go to people so you can go to for help. Just like psychologists, sometimes they have to go to see a psychologist because they're helping other people, but then they need help. Then some of them need help. You know, they need somebody to give them advice. You know, for what? And I could understand why, because it's a situation where, you know, you try to be grateful for what you could be grateful for, and you're thankful and grateful. But then, you know, you say to yourself, you know, I appreciate where I'm at in life and what I'm doing. You know, and then when you do that, you say to yourself, you know, you have to sometimes appreciate what you're doing for yourself. Because sometimes other people are not going to give you a
Pat on the back.
pat on the back. They're not going to do that because most people, you know what? Most people are going to just need. They come to you with needs. They always want you to help them. Like I was telling you the other day, when I said you talk to people at night and you spend time talking. That's like a therapy session when you give people advice. You don't look at it like that, but you're doing a grateful thing, and they don't really probably give you the appreciation that you need for that, doing that. So you kind of feel drained. Sometimes you might feel drained because, you know, where are your rewards for doing the things that you do that are good? Sometimes you don't get rewards from those people. When you do a good thing, it's a good thing that you do, and you got to realize yourself that I did a good thing, and God upstairs, He knows what you did, and He'll bless you down the line. You'll get your blessings. Your blessings will come. Your blessings are coming all the time, whether you realize it or not. You know, so therefore you just show gratitude and be appreciative toward your life and keep on going. And when you help people that do things, if you do it without any strings attached, you're not doing it to get anything out of it, then it's a good thing. You know, you have to just look at it like, you know, you're doing it because you want to do it and you're helping someone.
It's funny that you said that because in Idaho,
Yes.
I always took care of people, brought them to get their food, and
Yeah.
took them to doctor's appointments, not to get anything from anything, just to get them help, to get them
Yeah.
squared away.
Right.
But then I came here, and people don't take you for that. They don't
You're right.
think that you're gonna be straight. Let
Because the
me
city-
take you.
Right. You know.
They think I'm up to something.
Because people are up to something. This is the city. So
Oh
you
my
come from
God.
that place
That is so
and you
not
come
right.
to the city, it's different. That's
I-
why people were up
I
to
am
something.
so not up to nothing.
But you didn't know that people were up to something. That's why I was trying to tell you.
and still,
People are up to something. That's like the guy that we was running with. I'm not gonna mention his name because, but anyway, he was supposed to be a friend of ours, and he was always up to something. And I seen he was up to something, and I wasn't up to nothing, but I was the one everybody thought was up to something, and I wasn't. I was just quiet about it because I wasn't trying to. I didn't need anything from nobody, so I wasn't trying to do it. But it was the ones that were trying to get things like get pills from you and do. And I would tell you, I say no. Don't do that. Don't do that. And they would be doing this, and I would know why would they do. And then they're the ones that were supposed to be going to church and every week going to church. And I'm thinking they're supposed to be a good person, right? And this is when I realized that. And I wasn't a Christian at the time. I didn't think so. But by being around them, I was becoming a Christian, and I realized that I was being blessed by doing the right thing. And then I realized that they were going to church every week, but then on the weekday they were doing wrong.
that's just for show.
That's
for
what
a
I'm
lot
saying. It
of
was for
people.
show. And I realized when people were telling me, they said, you're more of a Christian than those people that because you're actually living a Christian life and you're just doing what's right. And I said, well, that's the way you're supposed to be. If you're going to do something, be right, be true. Just like when I was giving them half of my money and doing what I was doing. And on the other half, people told me that they weren't doing what they were supposed to do. And I thought they would, so that's why I was hurt about it. And I was trying to realize, no, I can't be, I'm trying to be right. And if they're not right, whatever. And then I was steady being right, but they were hating on me, right? But it was the idea that at the time, I was being blessed all the time. That's why my
You
life,
had the people around you being your eyes,
yeah, people were looking out for me.
but you were afraid because you
Not
didn't
really
really
afraid.
know the people.
Not really afraid. I was just being open because I was trusting the people. I thought,
You were trusting the wrong people.
yeah, the people I'm trusting is ones I was right close to because I'm thinking they're a good person. They go to church. They're doing all these good things at the time, but then when I realized that they weren't good,
It's like the scripture, the
I
wolf
realized
in
they weren't
sheep's
good.
clothing.
When I realized they weren't good, when I seen how they were trying to misuse you, and I said, why would you do that? If you misuse them and they're supposed to be our friend, what are you doing to me? And we go to L.A. and you give me money to show shopping, and they're telling me not to do it. That makes me look bad. And then no wonder people don't trust me because, you understand? And that wasn't the way I was. But I'm the one that, because I'm a pimp and a hustler, I'm the one that people don't trust. But I'm the one that was really honest and a good person.
I didn't even know what that was.
But I'm saying that I wasn't the one trying to do wrong, but the one that, but they were the ones trying to say, I was a bad, what do you call a person, but I wasn't.
Influence.
And that's the reason why I was blessed. I was blessed through the whole thing. Through the whole thing, I was blessed. And even after that happened, everything got better in my life. Even when I cut them out of my life, and the people at the place where I was at, they were thankful because the people that owned the place told me that they knew what was going on and they really knew we were the right ones. We weren't doing nothing wrong because we were just being ourselves. That's why I said when you do the right thing, your blessings and gratitude and all that, it comes out. All that good things come out when you do the right thing. And that's why when I went to your church, the church I went to with them, I didn't like that one because they asked for money too much. And they were trying to address each other and all that. And I seen the same people that go to church on Monday, they're doing wrong. But they're going to church, and then at your church people, they came to see me in the hospital. They did this, they did all the good things. I said, well, that's the way church is supposed to be. And then I went to my Queens church, and they were good people too. That's the church I go to now, East Bay Church of Religious Science. So it's like, it's not the churches you go to, it's the people in the church. That's why you got to find the right church. Don't say all people are no good in church. No damn churches. Just find the right church and the right people. That's how I look at it.
Well, I don't really look at it all that way.
Yeah.
It's what you believe in the church. Like,
Right.
if it's the book, if it's the word of God,
Yeah.
not with extra like Jehovah Witness and
Right. Because I know people like that
Catholics,
too.
Cathology.
They be into different, different things. But it's like you
The
say.
Bible that they're teaching. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Right, yeah, I mean, it's the Bible, but it's like anything else. Even if you don't go to church as much as somebody else, if you live in a righteous life, if you're doing what's right and not wrong, not misusing somebody, not stealing or robbing, if you're living a decent life, you're gonna be a decent person, You know what I'm talking about? So it's like gratitude. You be grateful and be thankful. If you're grateful and thankful for what you do have and the way your life is going, you can go a long way. And that's why you can go on and on with being grateful, and that's why I'm so grateful now to my life because I know more and I learn more. All the experience that I've had from the donut shop till this point right now in my life, I've learned from all that in this experience. And I've grew from it. And I've grown better, and I got friends that I've had from the donut shop, and people that are no longer with me from the donut shop. And here, me and you are still friends. We're still cool. We're family.
Since you
We've
met
grown from the donut shop.
Friday and Tiffany,
Yeah.
you became something.
No, I don't know about becoming. I always was something. It's just that I've been the people that
More
were,
spectacular.
the people that were no good that I cut loose out of my life. I realized they were jealous and hateful. I realized that. And even my family members, you know what I'm talking about? And I couldn't understand them.
I turned this off. I did.
But hate is hate, and gratitude is gratitude. And gratefulness is gratefulness. And I just try to be grateful and thankful and live my life. And the people that are good in my life, and that are my friends, I keep them in my life. And you're one of them that's in my life that's going to be in my life.
Not your friends.
You're all family and friends. I only have very few. And you're one of them. You understand me? So
Your family.
it's like the ones I have, because family that you could call family, like my sister, she is not my family. My one sister that's family is not my family. So that's why I said family. Some people become family. Some people become not family. So it's like you learn that as you get older. And
It's
you
true.
live life.
My
No.
brother disowned me.
But that's what I'm saying. You don't have your brother,
I mean,
so you don't let that
I'm
bother you.
assuming both of them just
But you don't let it bother you. You just keep
kicked
living
me
your life.
into the trash, and
Don't let that bother you because you're a better person than they are. Because
I just adopt family out.
other family.
Like, we're not of the same blood, but you are my uncle.
Right, that's right. So
Like you,
and I treat you like a niece, and you treat me
like
like an uncle.
you are on my emergency contact.
Yeah,
You
so
and my
we're
daughter.
family.
That's all I got.
So we're family. That's what I'm saying.
World.
That's why when people talk that talk and they're not here now, but we're still together. We're still seeing one another and going out and doing shows. What does that tell you? They're gone, so that goes to show you they're not in my life no more. And they're the ones that was talking about you, and they're the ones that were doing the wrong. So I go by what you do, not what you say. See, it's by what you do.
I taught you that.
I don't know about who. No, you didn't teach me that.
Actions speak louder than words.
No, I've actually learned this. Nobody taught me this. I've learned to do action speaking louder than words. By those things actually working. By actually doing it. By doing the things that I'm telling you.
Just like the gym.
And I'm still going to the gym. I was there yesterday.
Like,
I still go.
me and my daughter used it for
You use it for what you use it for.
being on the streets.
And I use it for what it's supposed to be used for. And I still go. But the point of it is,
I'm so sure. I'm so sure. We used it as a warm place and many things, showers and whatever.
that was that was
Then
good. That was
I
good.
brought
That was good
him
thinking.
into it.
That was good thinking.
I brought you into the world of the
No,
gym.
what happened was, let me explain it, what actually happened. This third friend that I'm telling you about, always do the talking and not the walking, he was talking about going to the gym. We supposed to go to the gym. We supposed to go to the gym. He never took me to the gym. So you know what happened? She took me to the gym and I signed up because when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And I usually do it. Same with her. When she says she's going to do something, she does it. So we ended up doing it.
YMCA.
So we ended up joining, and then I joined it. Then the pandemic came, and that's what put it 2 years. It was closed. But the point of it is, I'm back at it, and I've been back at it. But the point is, the person that was supposed to be joining the gym with me never joined, never went to the gym. Just like he was doing the show here, never came back to the show. She joined the show and been going ever since. So what does that tell you? She's thankful and she's grateful and she shows the gratitude to have the right attitude. That's why we do shows together like this show now. It's therapy to do a show because
It costs less.
a lot of people don't they don't do they don't be consistent on doing what they're supposed to do. And sometimes it takes a person to encourage another person. Like I encourage her to do shows. I call her and tell her, "Oh, you're gonna do your show." Boom, boom, boom. It's good to do that because. You know, she encouraged me, you know, like for different
You
things.
hold me accountable.
You know, like you say.
Accountability
accountable.
partners.
Well, that's good too because whenever
That's what it
as
says
long
in
as
the
it's
Bible.
as long as it's a positive reinforcement, that's good.
The Bible
As long as
says
it's a positive thing, it enhances. If it enhances, that's why I tell you, get around good friends, good positive friends. You know, like you're good friends of these friends that you have, but are they good for you? That's why I said the friends that you do, be with friends that can encourage you. I know you have friends that you say that you call and talk to that are in jail. That's good to do that every now and then because you encourage them and you make their life better. And you'll be blessed behind the blessing that you are to them, but you'll be blessings in your life. Somebody will bless you, you'll be blessed. Believe me, it happens like that. You know.
well, I adopted one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, as my brother.
Well, that's good that you adopted him,
I mean,
as long as he can do something for you, encourage you with something positive.
oh, he
You know.
does.
You know what I mean? Like that one guy, the old guy, I think he was good for you. The old guy
Water.
that came, not the water guy, I'm talking about the old man that used to take you to the politicians around there, to the
Oh,
votes.
my neighbor downstairs.
The guy, yeah, he seemed like he was a good dude because
He's-
he had you going around
He's not.
politicians and different things.
That was really cool.
That was cool. It sounded like it was
But
good.
he's not doing
wasn't?
well.
He's not.
He's got cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
It's
that.
spreading through his body, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't know.
But, you know, some people that are positive are good. Some other people are not good that being around are not good. But you determine who's good for you and who's not. But be grateful and thankful and show gratitude to the
Yeah,
ones.
my daughter is really positive for me to be around.
That's good because she
We
seemed good.
laughed to death.
I'm glad when I seen you with her last week. Was it last week? No, we didn't see her last week. It was the week before. Because last week she didn't show up. But we were there for her. We were there for her. But I like it when you see her because it gives, you a chance to connect. And I know she has a husband. And that's the way life is. When somebody gets married or somebody's with somebody else, they're busy. They don't have time to do it. But
She's always at her girlfriend's. I'm proud. She's making girlfriends.
That's good. That's
Like
good.
from work and
Well, that's good that she has girlfriends and.
she does three jobs though.
And that's good that you need to have maybe more girlfriends that you have because just having a lot of those men friends is not good because
I
men
speak
friends.
the same language.
But men friends, you know how men friends are. It's good to have a few, but I'm talking about you need girlfriends too. I'm gonna tell you why.
Not out here. I have one.
Because you could go out and meet men, go out to places, and you can meet men by you being a single woman. By having a girlfriend, you guys go out together and you can meet men. You see what I'm saying?
I used
Probably in Idaho you did that. Here it's hard to do that because, like I say, this is a city and there's a lot of jealousy and hate
I didn't
by
do
being
that
in the city.
in Idaho.
But Idaho is more of a place where people are more. That's why one thing about the suburbs and outskirts, people are more real.
Here?
No, not here. I didn't say San Francisco. The suburbs like Dublin,
You never know
Stockton, other places.
here about
Not in San Francisco.
guys being
San Francisco
guys.
is a city, and most cities are cutthroat and rough, and it just ain't. They're not like Idaho. Put it that way. And by you came here when you first came here, I know you were gullible. You were openly being friendly with a lot of people, and I said those people aren't no good. They're not for you. They're jealous and envious, and they were like that, and they were because you were really really nice. But it's okay because you learn through those things. And the good thing about it is you still keep your same attitude about people. You're open. You're not bitter about things now. Even though you've been walked on or stepped on and been on.
I'm annoyed because I
You still be the same person.
on the 4th floor. I sold my
What you sell?
stroller, 2-layer stroller.
Stroller for the cats?
$20.
For the cats?
Yes, it was perfect. It's perfect.
When you keep it?
No, the guy goes, "Can I have it now?" Because
Oh
he got a
shoot,
little
we overdo. We overdoing the show.
puppy.
We gotta let this go. I'm sorry, folks. The show is over. It's 32 minutes. We went past the show. Excuse me.
Bye-bye.
But we will continue in part 2, and she'll ask the questions, and it'll be her show. She'll take the the driving seat. All right, bye, y'all. Damn, we went by so fast. I gotta turn this off now. No, wait, can you do it? I gotta get that. I gotta find out. You know what I'm talking about? Where's it at now?
It's up at the top.
I know where that's at, but I gotta find out.
No, the thing is up at the top. No,
You see it?
yeah,
All right.
right there. Isn't it?
No, I'm trying to find it. Here it is down there. I just seen it. I'm trying to find
The cursor.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm talking about. Let me find it. I'll find it. Just be patient. The show is not going to go 30 minutes anyway. On YouTube, it might go further, but let me get this on. I wonder if I can do it like that.
It's not touch.
No, it ain't. I'll find it. Just give me a minute.
Cursor.
Let me find this. The time went by so fast that last 15. I looked, it was 10 minutes, and then it's past 20 something. Let me find this. Wow, it's 4 minutes already. Okay, let me find
Let me
it.
see.
Can you hit it? You see it? Let me find it. Let me see now.
It's a light under there.
I know it's a light, but I'm trying. Let me call him and then go get him. Go get him and tell him I'm trying to cut this off. I can't get the. I can't find the thing to cut it off. He'll come in there and find it right away. Is he here? Yeah, I can't find the thing. You know what I'm talking about? The mouse.
That was unplugged.
Oh, it's unplugged?
Probably, yeah. I see it.
It is?
The whole.
Oh,
it wasn't even filming.
No, it filmed. Everything filmed. It's just I can't connect it, right?
The Ethernet got, see this thing got unplugged right here.
The show still went, didn't it?
Yeah, still going. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, see.